Cool. Well, welcome. Welcome. Another week of virtual vinyasa. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, great. Awesome. And welcome, Emily. So good to see you. I'm so glad you signed up. So guys, thank you. I think we all thought this was going to be a couple weeks worth of virtual vinyasa, and here we are months later. So thank you for continuing the online community together. Today, we have, you guys responded to the Instagram polls, which were, I love doing that, and thank you for your engagement there. We got a lot of feedback, so you guys wanted glutes and shoulder opening. Half of you wanted an arm balance, so we're going to make that optional, but we'll carve out time for those who want to work on that, and we'll carve out an optional stretch sesh, so you can choose if you want to fly or if you want to stretch it out. So lots of choices today at some points throughout class. What will be great for class is the usual. Blanket, I would have it rolled out a little bit longer today. This might be helpful to have nearby to grab for a very quick pigeon. I'm throwing a pigeon into our flow a little earlier on in class than usual. So if you want a quick fix, might be nice to have a blanket nearby towards the front of the mat. And then 2 blocks. We're going to get into some pyramid poses today and some stretches for the hamstrings and IT band. I have been actually practicing myself at home with a foam roller for a little bit of like extra, stability on one side. So just trying to be creative, soup cans, foam rollers, whatever you have that would serve as a block, please feel free to use that. And with that, everything towards the front of your mat, and then once you place your props up there, let's forget about them for a moment. Let's all start in a child's pose today. So we're going to come halfway down our mat, toes together, knees apart. If you want to get into that hip stretch, if you want to alleviate the back a little, keep your knees and toes together. Reach your arms long, let your head come down. Take a huge breath in and a long breath out. Huge breath in. Pull in some nice nourishment via your breath, and a nice long breath out. Couple of deep breaths here, big awareness into the lungs. And with your lungs exposed as you are in your child's pose, with your lungs exposed up to the ceiling, can you feel like you're filling them up from the sides and the back too? Really inflating that 360-degree circumference. And for class today, I've been thinking about going back to basics, the basic fundamentals of how restorative in action every movement can be for us. Because as human beings, we're all the same. Our genetic code only has so many variations. Some of our biggest tools are so basic and fundamental, but they're so sophisticated and smart. Breathing slowly, managing our lives, our movement, our thoughts, our actions, coached by and coached from a place of stillness, of softness, fueled with breath. So breathe into this magical space of the lungs. Let it expand through the heart center and be your grounding little control center that tells you how hard you push yourself in a flow and in stretch, how quickly you react to others off the mat. One more really big thoughtful inhale here in your child's pose. And a long exhale out. Start to walk my hands over to the right side, root down the left hip, and then place your left hand over your right hand, just clasping hand one on top of the other. Give yourself a really big side body stretch here. Breathe in from hip to fingertips. Breathe out. Leave your left hand there, thread it through and under to the side, and then reach your right arm nice and long in front of you for a shoulder stretch in child's pose. You're compressing the left shoulder down into your mat. Maybe you finger tent the fingertips on your right hand side to really engage in the arm stretch. Inhale here. And exhale as you pull that left arm through. Straighten yourself out for a moment. Organize your hips and then take it to the other side. Reaching both arms over to the right and then plop your right hand on top of the left. Side body stretch here. Breathe from right hip all the way up through right fingertips. Inhale in. Long exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale. Thread that right arm all the way through as you straighten out that left arm right in front of you for compression on the right side. Let the head be heavy here. Let the neck release. We'll get into the neck a little bit right away, some shoulders. Opening up the upper body. And then inhale, come center. Find a block or maybe a pillow in your apartment, in your home. Place it towards the top of your mat. Bring your arms into an 11 shape and slide forward into a low cobra. Low cobra here, press the toes down, press the pelvis down. Maybe you inch your elbows forward so you don't have to be 90 degrees stacked, you can be a little forward here. Inhale, pull the elbows energetically towards you as you lift out of the shoulders, the neck is long here. Bring the chin down just a smidge. And then inhale, breathe here. Exhale. Another deep inhale here as you bring the chin towards the right shoulder. It's a little bit of engagement to keep up like this. And then bring that chin towards the left shoulder. Inhale, gaze forward, and then thread your right arm underneath you. And then reach that left arm the other way. So your arms are crisscross underneath you. Bring your head down to a block or a pillow. Arms are crisscrossed for a really big stretch here. You're letting the weight of your torso compress the shoulders. Reach those fingertips long towards either side. Let the neck be long here. Maybe you have to scoot yourself back and adjust so the neck has space. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling in. And exhale. Start to walk one arm and then the other in front of you. Come back to that Sphinx pose. Push into the mat. Lift the chest up. Pelvis and toes stay down. Pull your elbows towards your ribs energetically, as though you want to scrunch up the mat underneath you. And then gaze down, a very light gaze down to lengthen out the neck. Bring chin towards right shoulder, inhale. Exhale, bring it to the other side. And then bringing the neck down, let's take that shoulder stretch the other way. So just crisscross on an opposite arm on top this time. If you don't remember what side you did before, don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter that much. Just thread your arms for round 2 of the crisscross shoulder stretch. Neck is long here. Reach, reach, reach those fingertips. You might have to noodle on scooting the elbows away from each other. Once you've found as far as you are going today in this stretch, based on where your breath is, based on how you feel, then you inhale. And then let it go. Inhale it. And exhale. Inhale in. And exhale. Bring those arms forward. Scoot your block out of the way. And let's take a nice little Shalambhasana here. Interlace the palms behind you. Roll the shoulders back. Pull the belly in as though you're pulling your belly away from your t-shirt. Inhale, lift up. Gaze towards the top of the mat. Really reach those palms behind you. Reach, reach, reach. It should feel good after all of that other shoulder compression. Inhaling in. And then exhale, let it go. Let's flow with that. Inhale, you lift up. Roll shoulders back. Squeeze them behind you. Maybe you lift the feet this time. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Keep those abs engaged. Inhale as you lift up. Pull the abs up and in. Gazes down. One more. Inhale here. Exhale, palms towards wrists. Child's pose. Breathe. Inhaling in. And exhale. Last inhale here. And exhale. Rolling up to all fours. Let's take a cat-cow. Fitting as my cat just lazily walks through the frame. Inhale, open up the chest. Pull the chest through here a little bit. Let it open up the heart space. Exhale, curl the tail. Push the back up for your cat pose. Maybe wiggle the tail. Really think about the heart space here, opening it up. Let the chest shine bright. Exhale, push the mat away. Puff it up. Making space for the heart space in the back of your body. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, curl it in. Drop the head. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl it in. As you come neutral, find the block. Bring it between your heels behind you so your heels are squeezing your block and sit back. Knees together and then toes apart. If this feels comfortable, maybe you want a deeper quad stretch. You can remove the block and sit down. Make sure both sit downs get there. You can scoot your calves out of the way, rolling them out if that creates a little more space. Reach in front of you. Inhale, lift up, wrap, right arm underneath, left. Grab yourself for a big hug. Close the eyes, breathe in. Exhale, maybe you give yourself a double wrap here. Lift the elbows, roll the shoulders up. Inhale and exhale. Drop the left arm, right hand comes towards the ear. Reach left fingertips away from you. I'm gonna scoot, so I'm facing you guys. And then reach those left fingertips the moment you feel like your head can't pull away from your shoulder anymore. That will intensify the stretch. Let your jaw go here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, look down. And then release that. Give yourself some shoulder rolls. We're gonna take the other side. So reach your arms in front of you, this time wrapping left arm underneath. Give yourself a hug, close your eyes. Feel comforted by your own embrace for just a moment. Lengthen out from tail to crown. As you inhale, open your eyes, and then maybe double wrap here. Lift the elbows, roll the shoulder back. Breathe into the back side of the body and the shoulders. Exhale, let it go, and then you're gonna drop your right hand out to the side, left hand on top of the ear. The moment the head feels like it can't pull away anymore, be gentle here. That's when you really reach through the right hand to accentuate the stretch. Root down through the sit bones, and inhale as you gaze up. Exhale as you gaze down. And then roll the head out one direction and then the other. Come back to your all fours for a moment. Inhale, wash that out with any sort of cat-cow you need. That feels good. Wiggle the hips. Tuck the toes. Let's come into our first down dog. Pedal out the feet. Maybe bend the knees. Tip the tail high to the sky. Whatever you need here. Kind of wash out the weak, stretch the legs, free up the back. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Release the neck. Pedaling out the feet for one more breath. And then find some stillness in your down dog. Spread your palms wide. Push the weight evenly into all pads behind the lower knuckles. Let those heels extend towards the ground. Keep a light bend in the knees if you need it for the back and hamstring. Take one big step forward to shorten your dog and grab right palm to left ankle. Gaze towards the armpit on the left side. Let the head release here. Shorten this as much as you need. Bend your knees as much as you need. Take your little twist. Gaze forward, take the other side, left hand to right ankle. Shorten this as much as you need. Bend the knees. Inhale as you gaze towards the right armpit. Exhale, bring yourself stepping back into your down dog. Reach the right leg high to the sky, down dog split. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Toes point towards the side wall. Knee lifts up as though the knee is actually going towards the ceiling, not just out to the side. Try and square off the heart space. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, come back to your down dog split. Toes point down, hips are even. Inhale here. Exhale, pull the knee forward and through, back knee down. Stay for a low runner's lunge. Square off the hips, breathe. And let it go. Tuck the back toe, come into your elevated runner's lunge. Lift up the right hand high to the sky and get some circles with this thigh, pointing it forward and around. Really reach those fingertips as though you want to extend from back heel all the way through the tip of the right hands. Give yourself some nice big rolls here at the shoulder. Really nice, guys. Yeah, beautiful. And then stay for your twist once your arm comes up high to the sky. Next, rotate the belly up towards the sky as you pull the belly in. Extend that heel behind you nice and strong. Straight back leg. Inhale, open it up one bit, reach that palm behind you. Exhale, plant the palm in front of you. Heel toe the right foot out to the side. Stay up. Maybe you tip the knee out to the side. Kind of an elevated lizard pose. Knee tipped out to the side, pulling the big toe off the mat. Gaze forward, breathe. And exhale. Secure that knee to the outside of your arm. Pick up the foot. Maybe you take a little quick balance here. A little bit of core activation. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Stay for plank. Pull the belly in. Good, that's it. Really push the mat away so you avoid sinking into it. Extend those heels behind you. One big inhale here. Exhale, elbows point behind you like you want to squeeze your chest with your elbows, come all the way down. And then inhale, roll on up, low cobra. Gaze in front of you, toes and hips are down. Exhale, child's pose. Take a breath here, inhaling in. And exhale. Inhale, roll forward, tuck the toes, come back into that downward facing dog. Reach the left leg high to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Heart space is squared off. Knee points up towards the ceiling. Inhaling in. And exhale. Square off those hips, down dog split. Knee comes forward and through. Stay up, low lunge. Good, nice. Well done, guys. Just a quick breath here. Lengthen out the front side of the body here, even though it's underneath you. And then lift up that left hand high to the sky. Give it a couple of really big rotations here. Really reach as though the left side body couldn't be longer. Reach, reach, reach those fingertips forward. Get some mobility in those shoulders. And then next time your arm is all the way up towards the sky, leave it there. Pull the left hip back, pull the belly in, rotate the chest high to the sky. Extend your back heel. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale in. And exhale. Come on down, hand on the inside of the foot and tip that knee out to the side as you stay up. Peeling your big toe off the mat. Knee pointing out to the side for a little bit of inner thigh and glute stretch. And then pull that knee back in towards the body, secure to the outside of your arm. Pick up your foot Little bit of an arm challenge here. It's a mini arm balance almost. Core work. Good, come into your plank pose. Let's vinyasa through a yogi's choice. Maybe knees, chest, chin. Maybe you are ready for your chaturanga already. Squeeze shoulders behind you, release the feet, roll through. Low cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose or down dog. 3 breaths here, inhaling in. And exhale. Inhale in. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out, especially if you're in down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take it a little faster. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Pull it forward and through. Come into your twisted lunge. Rotate the arm. This time, chop into a lizard pose. Maybe you bring the elbow inside towards your heel and bring it back. And then bring that chop forward, elbow towards the heel, and then reach it back. One more chop. Good. Place the palm, extend yourself back up, and then squeeze bicep and knee together, gaze forward. Plank pose, vinyasa of your choice. If you're taking chaturanga, squeeze the torso in between your elbows as they point behind you. Lift the chest through, knees are off the mat for your upward facing dog. And we will meet in down dog or child's pose. 5 breaths. Inhaling in. And exhale. Inhale in. And exhale. One more deep inhale in. And exhale. One more for good measure, because why not? Lift that left leg high to the sky. Pull the knee forward and through. Come into your twisted lunge and bring that chop forward. Elbow meets on the inside of your left heel. Inhale as you reach it back. You can go at your own pace here. As you exhale, you bring the elbow towards heel. Inhale as you open up. Exhale, bring it forward. A little bit of hip and shoulder loosening up here. And don't forget about your back heel. Is it lifted? Is it strong? One more. And then coming on up, palms are nice and secure, elbows are straight. Secure your knee towards your upper arm on the left side. Hold for your strength. Step it back. Vinyasa of your choice. Let's meet in child's pose or down dog for 5 breaths. If you are in child's pose, optional to take more arm stretches, stretching out the shoulders. Maybe you want to take Anahastasana, elbows on top of a block or blanket. Scoot the hips back. Extended tabletop position in the back. That almost feels like cow pose in the spine. Point your prayer pose behind you. Or you're down regulating and resting, active recovery and down dog. Whatever you came for, take it. Wherever you are, find that heart space, front, side, back. Fill it up with your breath. Inhaling in. And exhale. Nice deep inhale in. And exhale. Inhaling in. And exhale. On your next inhale, roll forward if you're not already in down dog. Reach the right leg high to the sky. Pull the knee forward and through. Warrior 1. Extend your back foot out 10 degrees. Hips are square. Pull the abs in. Come on up. Bend the front knee a little bit more and push weight into the outside blade of your back foot. And then rotate that left hip forward. I like to actually grab onto my hips, pull the belly in, and square them off a little. As you reach up, extend the chest off the hips. Breathe in. As you exhale, interlace palms behind you. Puff up the chest for a moment, really open it up. And then come forward for your devotional warrior. Chest snuggling next to the right thigh. Drop the head, palms come forward. Pull the the right hip back. Trying to keep squared hips here. Tendency is to wing the booty out to the side. Pull it back in line so you feel very parallel and in line with your own mat. One more deep breath here. And exhale. A block would be handy, bringing it by your foot if you've got it. Place the palm on the inside of the foot as you open up extended side angle. All those shoulder reaches we did. Can you think of that length in the side body as you pull the belly in and rotate the chest high towards the sky? Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, pull yourself up with your back arm as it reaches back behind you. Warrior two. Fix your back foot for warrior 2 foot. And then bend in the front knee a lot. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, fly takes you up, straighten that foot. Tip the toes over to the right. Maybe you push your block out to the side. Reach, reach, reach here. Heels in, toes out. Goddess pose, I'm gonna face you. Heels in, toes out. And then wrap your left arm under right. Lift up. Inhale here. Exhale, curl everything in, cat-cow style with eagle knives here. But you're dropping the seat, you're low, and you're goddess pose. Inhales, you open up. Exhales, you curl everything in. Pull the belly button towards your spine. Inhale, open up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, stay. As everything lifts, drop the seat 1 more inch. Yes, that's it. Inhale, reach everything, straighten the legs, open up warrior 2 towards the front of the house. Bend that front knee a lot. Inhale, reach the arms long. Exhale, vinyasa through of your choice, which may mean child's pose and skipping it. Yogi's choice. If you're taking your chaturanga, pull the abs in, elbows point behind you. Your chest nearly rests on that shelf. Flip the feet, quads are off the mat. Pull the chest through. And you are finding your pose of rest, down dog or child's pose. Inhaling in and exhaling. All stretches you know and love from child's pose are welcome. More shoulder threading through. More Anahastasana, melting heart. Or just rest. Find your breath. Find your peace. Inhaling in. And exhale. Inhale in. And exhale. Let's all meet in down dog. Lengthen out the back. Press your chest towards your thighs. Spread the fingertips wide. As you gaze forward, find midway, halfway down your mat, and bring your right knee forward. Wing your toes out towards the left side of the mat. Scoot the left knee behind, and then toes out to the side. Come on back. Helpful to have a block. If this is a lot, you can sit on your block behind you. Toes are out to the side, knees are stacked. Woof. You've got tight glutes. This can be a lot, so elevate the seat if you need it. Stay here, lifting the chest, letting both sit bones, the back part of your hips, settle into the ground. If the knees don't feel healthy here, loosen up the stack. Maybe take a figure 4 instead. If this feels good, walk your hands forward. If you have another block available, you can always bring your head to the block. Inhale into the hips. And exhale. Inhaling in. And exhale. Inhaling in. And exhale. Scoot the block off to the side. Bring both feet in front of you, palms behind you, fingertips point forward, and altar pose. Let the head rest behind you. Inhale here, lift the hips, drive those heels into the ground as you exhale. Another deep inhale in. Open the mouth, big sigh, let it go. Deep inhale in. Exhale, release, sighing it out. Hips come down, you reach forward, grab the outsides of your thighs. Stay here, open up the chest. Inhale as you lift. Chest is a sensation of lifting. Maybe you're reaching your arms forward, maybe you're extending your toes forward for a little ab engagement here. Little teaser, inhaling in. Exhale, cross the ankles, roll over them. Find your plank pose. Hold and plank for 5 breaths. If you'd like to modify, bring the knees down, maybe one at a time. For those who really came to party today, you can bring the knees so they're hovering off the mat for 3 more breaths. 1 inch off the mat as you push the mat away. Inhale in and exhale. Inhaling in. Pull the belly in. Exhale. Last one, inhale in. Exhale, down dog or child's pose, 3 breaths. Woo! I've got a great sweat on. Hopefully you guys do too. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. Deep inhale in. And exhale. Don't worry, we'll get the other side of that little interstitial later. For now, lift the left leg high to the sky if you're not already in down dog. Let's meet there. Left leg high to the sky. Pull the knee forward and through for your warrior 1 on this side. Right toes point out 10 degrees. Hips are square. Inhale as you lift. And exhale, maybe you bend the front knee a little bit more. Feel free to check out those hips. Are you rotating that right hip forward? It's a big calf stretch here too. And then interlace your palms behind you. Maybe you switch which thumb is on top. Puff up the chest. Get that nice deep stretch in the shoulders. Exhale, devotional warrior. Chest comes forward. Palms reach forward. Bend the front knee a little bit more and let the head release here. Check and see if the hips are winging out to the side. Can you bring everything into the midline of the body? There's light engagement here of inner thigh against your chest. Squeezing it together. One last deep inhale here. And exhale, find your block. Place it next to on the inside of your left foot and open up, extended side angle. Really nice. Maybe you have to organize your feet, that's okay. Pull the belly in, reach the top arm. Really reach, reach, reach it. Inhaling here. And exhale, push into the back blade of the foot and use your top arm to pull you up. Reorganize yourself into that warrior 2 pose. Front knee bends deeply. Back blade is heel to the mat. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lift up, toes point forward. And then exhale, heels in, toes out, left arm underneath this time. Goddess pose with eagle arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull it together. Cat-cow style with the chest. Hips stay nice and solid here. It's just the chest, it's the tailbone, it's the spine that is moving and undulating here. Inhale as you open up. Exhale as you curl in. One more inhale here. Drop the booty a little bit more. Woof. Reach up. Woo, feels good. Warrior 2, front of the house. Inhaling here. And exhale. Cartwheel the hands down and around. Come into your plank pose and pull that left knee forward halfway down your mat. Toes out to the side. The right side of your mat. Right knee sneaks behind it. Right toes towards the outside of the left part of your mat. Sit back. Woo. Should feel pretty good. Like before, sit up on a block. That will help you root the hips down. Especially on this side with left knee on top. So you can secure that left hip down. Stay for a moment as everything plugs into the earth. If this doesn't feel great on the knees or if lifting up isn't helpful with the block underneath the seat, come into a figure 4 instead. It's a great variation that will get into the same muscle groups. If you took your forward fold before, go for it. Reach arms long. Head can come to a block. Maybe you're feeling very open today and you're going all the way down to the ground. See if you can keep the hips secure. Find your breath. Inhale in. And exhale. Nice deep inhale in. And exhale. Inhaling in. And exhale. Move the block off to the side within arm's reach. Walk yourself back. Undo your legs. Let's find that altar pose one more time. Fingertips point forward. Lift those hips. Squeeze the glutes. Head releases. Inhale in. Maybe take lion's breath. Stick out the tongue. Ha! Make noise. Make it loud. I'd scream more, but I think my neighbors might kill me. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. Ha! One more. Really push the mat away with heels and palms. Exhale. Let it go. Ha! Bring that seat down. Cross the ankles. Maybe you'd like to take a vinyasa here. Maybe you're skipping and you're meeting us in downward facing dog. Whew. Bend the knees, reach the tail high to the sky, free up the low back, and then let the heels settle. Let's find 3 restorative breaths and active recovery here in our down dog. You know you can take your child's pose whenever you need it. It's there for you. Inhaling in and exhale. Spread fingertips wide, press chest towards the thighs. Gaze is towards the knees or even the belly. Let that jaw go. All right, adding on, reach that right leg high to the sky, down dog split. Pull the knee forward and through. Warrior 1, inhale, we lift. Exhale, interlace palms behind you, puff up the chest. Devotional warrior. 2 breaths here, inhaling in and exhale. Inhale in and exhale. Palm comes on the inside or outside of the foot this time. Use your block if needed. Extended side angle. Front knee is bent. Reach the top arm overhead. Inhale here and exhale. Reach up for warrior 2. Fix the foot. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, fly takes you up, heels and toes out. Interlace right arm underneath for eagle pose. It's really weird to do that with my back towards you guys. So I will change myself. Just stay this time. Press the thighs out. Lift the elbows, roll the shoulders back. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale, reach up, reach everything up. Expand as you fill up the lungs. Exhale, warrior 2 towards the front of the house. Cartwheel the hands down and around. Gaze forward, low runner's lunge. Stay. Extend the heel back behind you. Lengthen the front side of the body on the left side. Gaze forward, and then lean forward, coming into a standing split. Palms down onto the ground, toe extends high to the sky. Maybe chest comes towards thighs. Inhale here, reach the toes up. And exhale. One last deep inhale here. And exhale. Reach that left heel back behind you, pyramid pose. Your foot's in a warrior 1 pose. So just extend it out to the side. Grab your blocks. Square up the hips. Lift up the chest here as you pull the right hip back. Stay up here on your blocks, flat spine. You can come up as much as you need. If this is feeling good, you can let the chest come forward in a forward fold. Stay. Inhaling in And exhale. Deep inhale in. And exhale. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. Be kind to yourself if that one is difficult. It's difficult for most of us. And then bending the front knee. Try that standing split one more time. Do you feel a little bit of lightness now that we've got a little extra stretch in the standing leg? Reach, reach, reach. And then tuck left knee behind right. Come on down. Woo, you're in a twist. So right foot is on top. Reach the left hand up. Hook it over the knee, gaze behind you. Woo. Squeeze that knee in towards the midline of the body, pull in the abs. Lift up, and then twist a little deeper as you exhale. Another deep inhale in, and exhale. If you know and love hand mudras here, you are welcome. Nice deep inhale here, and exhale. Beautiful work, yogis. Pull that left knee out to the side. Right foot in front of you, stargazer, lift the hips. Open up the chest. Shoulder stretch. And then coming on back down, you're either taking figure four here or sweeping the right leg behind you for pigeon pose. Grab that blanket or anything nearby. Any blanket will do. A soft pillow from your couch or a block. Prop up the hip. Inhale, lift the chest. Square off the hips. Knee can come all the way to the outside, left side of your mat. Stay up if it feels good and this is enough pressure for you. Come on down if it feels good. Down, regulate, stretch out those hips. You have 8 breaths here. If there's any other variation you know and love you've been working on, feel free to take it from here. For some of you, that is mermaid pose. Shoulders should feel pretty open. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Carolyn. Or anyone. Take what you need today. Couple more deep breaths here. Yeah, nice work, guys. As you inhale, start to lift yourself up, plant your palms. Pull out any prop you have, scoot it off to the side. Tuck the back toe, lift into 3-legged dog. Maybe you are rinsing out the hip here. Big hip circles. Or taking down dog split with the knee bent and open, whatever feels good. Pedaling out feet. Take a nice deep inhale in. Maybe you flutter the lips, let all that out. 2 more like that, inhaling in. Feel free to flutter, let it go. Last one, inhaling in. Let it go. One more big heavy lift, or maybe not a heavy lift, just a lift. Take down the other side. Let's get it going. Lift that left leg high to the sky. Bend the knee, pull it forward and through. Warrior 1 on this side, toes point out to the side, hips are square. You lift up, inhale. Exhale, interlace palms behind you. Maybe the other thumb is on top. Inhale as you lift and squeeze those shoulders behind you. Exhale as you come forward. Devotional warrior. Take 2 breaths here to pull everything in towards the midline of the body and then release the head, neck, shoulders. Palm to a block on the inside or outside of the foot. All variations welcome for this one. Reach forward as you bend that front knee even more for extended side angle. Rotate the chest high to the sky. And then on your next inhale, let's come on up, warrior two. Breathe in, exhale, let it go. Inhale, come on up, flag takes you up, toes point to the right. This time, let's just forward fold. Hips back, and let it go. Arms can crawl through towards the back of the mat. Maybe you're grabbing the ankles, maybe you're interlacing palms behind you. You be the judge of how much more stretching your shoulders need right now. But take that forward fold. Push into the outside blades of the feet. Pull the belly into here. So use the outside powerhouse of your legs and your belly to come up and not your back. Reach your arms, warrior two. Inhale here. And exhale. Cartwheel your hands down and around. Gaze forward. Maybe scoot your left foot back a little. Standing split first time around. Just get the feel of it. Enjoy the stretch. Root down through that left foot, your standing leg, to rise up. Lift from the inner thigh and the glute. Let the head, the chest fall. Inhale here. And exhale. If your blocks are nearby, maybe scoot them towards you while you're at the top of your mat. And then reach that back foot behind you, warrior one style with the foot. Find your pyramid pose. Chest lifts up. Square off hips. Palms can be on blocks here, any height. Stay up if it feels good. Come on down if that's what you wish. Keep rolling the left hip back here. Release the head, release the jaw. Beautiful yogis. I know this is a hard one. All right, round two, standing split. Gaze forward. Bend the front knee so you can propel yourself forward and then lift the toe back up. See if it feels lighter this time around as the head and the neck and the chest drops. Lift from the glute and the upper inner thigh. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale. Tuck that right knee behind left. Come on down. Hips come to the ground as you make your way into a seat. This time, left knee is on top. Reach right arm up. Exhale. Gaze behind you for your twist. Hold this left leg in towards the midline of the body. Keep it active. Hold the belly in. Inhale to lift, exhale to twist. Inhaling and exhaling here. Whew. Inhaling in. And exhale. Gaze forward as you bring your right knee towards the outside of the mat. Lift those hips up. Reach the left arm behind you for stargazer pose. Lift, lift, lift. And then coming back down, we're going to take pigeon, or you're taking figure four on the opposite side. Sweep left leg behind you. If your prop is nearby, you're going to want to prop up the hip that you are bending. So under the right hip here, scoot, scoot, scoot that left foot back behind you. Open up the chest. And exhale. Give yourself time in pigeon to really let go. Hips will grip. It's what they do. Encourage them to let it go. Tell your mind it's time to let go, and then let the body follow suit. If you took any variations on the other side, feel free to play with this side too. Maybe you're bending the knee, finding mermaid. Maybe you're ready to surrender into this stretch. Breathe into the front, side, and back body. Fill up those lungs. Nice work, guys. Walk your hands back behind you. Scoot the left foot in front of you. Take your blanket out. Ooh. Maybe place your blanket towards the back of the mat so it's handy for Shavasana. You'll want a blanket or a block or something soft soon. Scoot your hips so you're halfway down the mat. Reach yourself forward and then undulate down. Really curve the spine here. So it's almost like you're giving yourself a little massage on the spine as you roll on down. So you can keep your feet glued to the mat. Once you're down, bring those feet closer towards your fingertips, hips a distance apart. Let's find our bridge pose. Drag the heels into the ground and then peel the spine off one at a time until you can really drive those heels and lift the hips up. Snuggle those shoulders underneath you, compress them on the floor, engage the back side of the body here as you squeeze shoulders together, interlace your fingertips, and lift. Let the neck try to relax here, even though your upper body is so engaged. Driving heels, push through the big toes too, so you don't wing out to the side here. Pull it all, and inner thighs will work. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale. Woo. Release, let go. If you think about all those things, even the most fundamental poses become so hard. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Wash it out. Giving your back a little bit of a mini twist here as your knees fall over left and right. One more bridge. Bridge or full wheel if it's in your practice. Shimmy shoulders underneath you, hips are lifted, drive heels, secure big toe mounds down, and use your inner thighs to lift the hips up even more. Back of the arms, push into the mat for a light engagement of the arms. Stretch out the chest, inhale, lift. Exhale, undo the shoulders, undulate down upper, middle, and low back, windshield wiper, knees side to side. Find something that you can roll the chest over for kind of a restorative fish style pose. We're gonna open up the chest a little bit here. So come on up, lift your chest, just so you can place a block. I would suggest lowest or middle height. I would not do high height. So something that feels good for your body. If you're using a block, find a pillow from your couch or any blanket behind you for your head. If this is too much, roll up your blanket into a little Tootsie Roll or a burrito, savory or sweet, you pick, and then bring it back down onto your mat so you can open up the chest and lay on down. Whatever you pick is going to feel great. Let your arms reach out to the side, legs are long, open up the front body. Stay for one moment, lengthening out nice and long. And then you pick a leg variation. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, inner thigh opening here. If you've got back stuff, feet as wide as the mat and knees knock in for broken bridge style legs. Close the eye. And if you picked one method and you want a deeper stretch, feel free to adjust your props. Give yourself 2-3 breaths in whatever you chose. And then readjust as you see fit. The block should be right below the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. If the neck is opening, that's great. A little throat chakra opening here, heart opening. Let the hips settle into the ground. Release glutes. Fingertips naturally curling up towards the sky, eyes heavy and closed. 8 breaths here. Inhaling it. And exhale. Inhaling it. And exhale. Slow, circular breaths. Four more breaths, yogis. If your legs are open, soles of the feet together, knees apart, just bring your feet flat on the mat so you can scoot yourself up enough to pull your blanket or your block or your props out of the way. Keep them nearby if you'd like them for Shavasana. Scoot your hips so you're halfway down your mat, lay back down. Pull the knees in towards the belly and give yourself a little bit of a rock and roll here with knees to one side and then the other. Let's take a happy baby, knees in towards the armpits, reach for the outside blades of the feet. Rock side to side if that feels good on the back. A little massage to the side body. If you would like another glute stretch, cross right knee on top of left and reach for outside blades of the feet. If you've had enough of that and you want a little more hamstring opening, maintain that right foot in front of you and reach the left leg long. And then reach behind the shin and pull the leg open. Hamstring stretch, maybe you roll the ankle. So you choose yogi's choice here. One more breath wherever you are. And then let's switch. Left knee on top of right. Reach for outside blades of the feet. If you're taking that hamstring stretch, you hold on to the left leg as right extends long. And then maybe reaching underneath the shin or thigh. Really lengthen the bottom leg here before you pull the top leg in towards you. Maybe you're taking all variations today. Pull the knees in towards the chest and let's take a really yummy twist. Cross right knee over the body as your left leg extends long. Let that right leg just fall over to the side. Gaze over the right hand. If you'd like to intensify the twist, you can eagle wrap your legs. The back feel expansive here. Heart space is so wide. Wide open field facing up towards the sky. Breathe. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Extend the right leg long. Left knee over. Gaze over the left hand. Take your twist. If you took eagle legs on one side, maybe you take them on this side. Pull the knee in. Yogi's choice of a final resting pose. Maybe soles of the feet together, knees apart, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. If you are in a space where you can take legs up the wall, it's a wonderful pose to take. I highly recommend it. Scoot your hips towards the base of the floor and legs will go up the wall. For those who wanted to try headstand, in an effort to use headstand as a cooling practice, we often use it at the very tail end of the practice. So if you feel like this is more of a workshop-y thing for you, maybe take something more restorative. For yogis that feel like it's gonna help you seal off your practice, a little bit, couple minutes of playtime. So for those who love your headstand, maybe you're scooting yourself closer towards your wall for a little bit of support. You have blankets you can surround yourself with. And if you've got blocks, you can also place the blocks underneath shoulder blades. Some of you used to do this in class a lot. I'm just doing this with you guys. If you've got your blocks, it's nice to place your shoulders on top of the blocks, like so. You can come into it from all fours, and then place your head down. Bring your fingertips very close to the back sides of the blocks. So the blocks are just nicely scooted onto the ball of the shoulder here, the shoulder heads, and your head is down. Your fingertips are behind the blocks, and you're wrapping those arms in. So this is the variation of getting intimate from tripod. With your head down, if you'd like to take a wider brace with your hands, you can have your hands kind of securing the outsides of the blocks too. That will probably feel pretty safe for you guys instead of behind the block. So wanted to offer up that variation too, of fingertips towards the outside of the block. Lift the hips up. Maybe you play with bringing one leg towards the shelf, other leg towards your other shelf. Got your blocks underneath your shoulders. Maybe you play with bringing the hips up and all the way up. Pull the belly in, wrap shoulders in. Stay for 5 to 10 breaths, maybe even 8 breaths. Coming down, just bring a nice little split of the legs when you're ready to come down and take child's pose. For those who didn't want to invert today, stay in your Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, knees apart. We've got time, so you can play with both your headstand, and then we can still wind down into our Shavasana. So take your time. Just remember to breathe if you're inverting. It's very easy to lose the breath when you're flying up. Really nice, guys, beautiful. Just remember to take that child's pose to counter out your headstand. Maybe rock and roll the forehead side to side. Couple more breaths if you're in your headstand or playing with it. Once you're ready, find something soothing on the playlist, maybe that first song on the playlist today. Maybe flip off the lights as you make your way towards Shavasana. Very first song on today's playlist is my favorite to take with Shavasana. Make your space very quiet, calming, comfortable. You can take a blanket underneath the head. Sometimes blocks on the chest and hips is a nice grounding feeling. You can also slide your blocks underneath the knees, little makeshift bolster. To elevate the knees here. Spread arms wide, chest is high towards the sky. Let the hips settle into the mat. Armpit chest opens up, fingertips curl towards the ceiling. Let the jaw go. Feel the connection of your community who's here in Shavasana with you right now. All of us resting, breathing. Soft awareness of everything that's so very human. The soft awareness that we can transcend who we are with simple tools that are pre-built into who we are. You're born worthy. You're born to evolve. Challenges, transitions. We're built to manage them with as much grace as possible. We are built with empathy. We are built with kindness. Tap into all that is good in your heart space, and as you breathe in, fill that up. And as you exhale, release something that is in the way of your empathy, of your kindness. Even visually, just letting it go. Like a puff of gray dust that gets washed out with each exhale. Even if you can't articulate what it is, but you feel something's in there, blocking your transition with grace. Your transition into just Saturday, being here. Surround that gray space, that blockage, with the light of your breath. And as you exhale, let it wash out of your body. One last deep inhale here. Exhale and release through the full body. 2 more inhales like that. Even before you move, just inhale, feel that breath fill up every inch of you. Exhale, let go. Inhaling in. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, reach your arms long overhead. Welcome yourself to your day with whatever grace you can catch into those fingertips. Whatever grace and openness you've built throughout practice. And then as you exhale, pull it into the heart space and roll yourself on up to a comfortable seat. Pulling all that grace into your heart space. We know this was a very difficult week for our nation. Can you meet these moments and turn your energy into loving kindness and grace, transitioning through these difficult moments? all the kindness and love we can conjure up from our heart space, from the basics and the fundamentals of our breath and our simple human truth. I acknowledge a little bit of grace for those who need it now, who are difficult for us to recognize, difficult to love at a distance, but send them some grace. Send out some grace and love to those who need it so desperately right now, who are hurting. And then extend grace for yourself in this incredible community we have. So lucky to connect with each other every Saturday in our studio or even virtually. Some of us connecting across the world right now. Huge deep inhale of gratitude. Long exhale to release. Yogis, I see and honor the light, grace, and love in you, and thank you for continuing our community every week. Namaste. Thank you, yogis.
Thank you, Stephanie.
I appreciate you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful weekend. Drink lots of water.
You too.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.